Aloha, Mother Fathers. Welcome in. It is another edition of Kyle Reacts here on your Wednesday. That is right, June 24th, 2025. And that means it is time for WWE NXT. What was an interesting show, of course, and some implications for the big Evolution show, obviously, next month. Let's dive right in. Of course, if you're new to Kyle Reacts in this series, what we do, a couple things we like, a couple things we didn't, for a bunch of the major TV shows that grace the professional wrestling airwaves all throughout the week. Let's dive right into NXT tonight. First thing we loved, Trick was great. Let's be honest. In the role, I think we've talked about this before. As of right now, probably the biggest star since Stephanie Vaquera obviously moved over to Raw. Probably the biggest star that NXT has is Trick Williams, and he goes across multiple brands. He's over in TNA too as their world champ. Looking like it's going to be him and Joe Hendry in a few weeks over at TNA Slammiversary. So that'll be interesting to say the least. But Trick is fantastic. The match was good too. Actually kicked off the show, so that was interesting. Again, Josh Briggs wasn't too familiar with him, but hey, big dude, made Trick work. Good match. Not upset about it. Trick obviously was going to win. That was never going to be a thing. And we'll get into the post-match here in a moment. But yeah, good on Trick for that. Tavion Heights and Javon Evans. That was contradicting styles, but it was fun. This Tavion Heights dude, I haven't seen him. Again, if you guys know me, I haven't really watched NXT religiously since we started this React series a few weeks ago now. But I'm impressed. Dude is a freak. Apparently he's got Olympic background, which they just keep finding these dudes that are hanging out in the Olympics that are wrestlers, and they're just transitioning and looking great. Obviously Kurt Angle, we know that. We know Chad Gable, and now Tavion Heights. Dude he looks like $1 million. Excited for that and his future. And obviously Javon, I think I've talked about this before too. It's just kind of different. He's putting on a little bit more weight too, which is great. So just enough to be believable that you can actually kick the shit out of somebody is just more than enough for me. And the dude's he's got charisma like no one's business. He's gonna be probably a mid-card champion relatively soon after getting onto the main roster. And depending on how much Triple H likes him, who knows? He could be pushed up into the main event scene, and I would not be surprised at all by that from Javon. Ethan Page, another thing I liked tonight, a couple different spots. Him and Ricky Sainz apparently are going to have a talking to in the principal's office next week. Can't wait to see that. But he probably right now might be my favorite professional wrestler. God, he's just so good on when he's on camera, man. He's making the case for me to really push for him to be that fourth man in Seth Rollins' group, and he could be the one that stands out the most, just because of his ability to just control the screen and the camera when he's on it. With the mannerisms and obviously the promo ability, the confidence, the arrogance is just, it's refreshing for a character. And he plays it so well. So I love Ethan Page. I love what he's about. I get excited every time he's on the screen. So he's doing his job very well, at least for me. The last thing, hey, the women's main event was great. I think Jada Parker, I said this last week, and I know Anthony was obviously upset with the tap out thing. They're obviously playing a story in with Thea. And she's crazy. Apparently that's the story with her. I don't know if I like that or not. But Jada Parker is a star. Like, she is a future star. People are over with her. She's got the little dance. She's obviously got the moves. She's got that just like tenacity and the anger and it's, dude, she is great. All the women in this match really good. And the right person went over. It's Evolution. It's Jordan Grace. If it's not going to be Blake Monroe and JC Jane at Evolution, it should be Jordan Grace, because she is the biggest name right now, the biggest established name in the women's division at NXT. It's a deep division, and there are girls and women that were in this match that I think could be on that card and that maybe should deserve a spot. But Jordan Grace has obviously put the work in. And when they cut the promos to open the show, you can kind of tell when she said that she needs this, that she was probably going to win. Again, WWE equals sometimes predictability, but I like how they got to the finish there with that, and I'm obviously excited to see Jordan Grace and JC Jane at Evolution. We'll be watching that, so I'm excited for that too. A couple things we didn't like from the show tonight. Man, you know what? I was kind of surprised Joe Hendry got no pop when he came out after Trick Williams' match. A little bit better with the promo. I think it was maybe 3/4 of the way through the show. But Joe just kind of flat right now with the NXT crowd. I don't know what it is. When you disappear for a little bit, it kind of hurts. But he's going to get his match with Trick. Obviously, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, at Slammiversary in a few weeks for TNA. So we'll see how Trick handles that, and if Joe Hendry can get the title back. If he does, that may mean that Trick Williams is on his way up to the main roster shortly, because I don't really see anything else for him to do in NXT. And there wasn't before, but they found something, and it ended up being a different brand's championship. So, speaking of this brand, with this champion, Oba Femi possibly wrestling some random Asian dude. No offense to, I don't even have his name written down, but dude, I have no idea who you are and why you think you deserve an NXT title match. This is a problem right now because NXT's women's division, I've said this and I'll stand on this, is the deepest and best booked women's division in all of professional wrestling. But the main event scene around Oba Femi is barren. It is not Baron Corbin, but barren. There is nothing there, to the point where he's even acknowledging I have no competition. And now it's this random dude versus, who is the guy he's facing? I don't even honestly pay. Oh, Jasper Troy, the guy who just got done with LFG, who's greener than a pepper tree. He's the one that's now standing to Oba Femi. Listen, great match. That was cool for a nice little spotlight, but time. Like, you earn it a little bit more, man. I mean, damn. I don't know. I just, that's the part that's kind of hard, because the mid-cards, you've got some guys that are in there, and obviously Ethan Page, Ricky Sainz, stuff like that. You're just kind of lacking. They're lacking some real heavy hitters in the men's main event scene. So we'll see if someone could step up. I'm not excited for that match next week. Maybe he'll prove me wrong, but I haven't seen him even wrestle yet, so I don't know what to expect. I shouldn't take that back. I saw him last week, but I wasn't really that impressed. And then lastly, Jordan Grace acknowledged this too, but Def Rebel just butchering the song. I think I mentioned it last week, but it's worth mentioning again that I didn't like it. Dude, man, they need to get somebody else in there. I don't think you can't rehash the past. The CFOs don't exist anymore, and obviously Jim Johnson's in his 70s, but there's got to be a better option for somebody out there to take this and just make it real simple. I mean, just make good music. It's not that, I want to say it's not that difficult, because it is an art form to make music and to make good music, but there's got to be better options than this, guys. I'm sorry. People have been talking about getting rid of Def Rebel for years now. Is it going to happen at some point? I have no clue. I'm crossing my fingers and praying to the good Lord that we can get something moving with that. But that's going to wrap up NXT, of course, for tonight, June 24th, 2025. On 6/25/25, that's tomorrow, get a chance to break down AEW Dynamite. Can't wait. Till then, we'll see you guys. Don't forget also like and subscribe to this video. Or I should like this video. Subscribe to our channel over on the YouTube. We're actually, again, a little bit over 700 subscribers now, which is awesome. And of course, we're actually approaching 500,000 views for the channel too. So that's great. Love you. Appreciate you for sticking with us for this past year and a half, and looking for a lot more great content coming your way here in the next few weeks. So like this video. Then when you're done liking this video, as I just said so greatly before, go subscribe to the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. Got you covered all your great wrestling shorts, full-length videos, and of course the full podcast, which will come out again this coming Friday. Excited for that. Excited for you guys. Back here tomorrow night for AEW Dynamite on Kyle Reacts. Till then, have a great night.